Good morning, everybody. We got a lot going on this week. We've got a new employee, we've got a gigantic hat order to get through, and we've got some really cool sim process printing to get through. Let's get after it. So we didn't shoot a video last week because we were going through the whole hiring process, trying to find a permanent replacement for the embroidery department. And man, this one was interesting. We had a lot of applications this time around, something like 25 or so people. So we narrowed it down to a small group, asked them to come in for interviews, and yeah, this is where it got interesting because half of them didn't even show up. Some people called literally the morning of the interview trying to nudge for more money before they came in, so they got cut immediately. We had some show up to the interview with dogs that were running around pissing all over stuff and kind of causing chaos around my property, which was, I love dogs and everything, but bringing that to a job interview, probably not the best look. And then for the icing on the cake, I had one cancel the interview and then proceed to immediately ask me out on a date. I'm not even kidding you. So this hiring process was a weird one, which if you're wondering, hard pass, by the way. But out of all that, we found our guy, Brad. Brad seems like a very good fit here. He's been here for about 3 days or so now. He's been absolutely killing it. He's a good worker. He's, knows how to pay attention, pays attention to the details, which obviously is a very big deal in my shop. And, he's already operating the embroidery machine pretty well with only a little bit of instruction and experience. So, things are looking up for him. So boys, first thing on the agenda today, 300s. We're going to do that Gutter Creek sim process job. Prep for that. Hopefully start printing that today. We already did the inks last week, so we should be golden there.
How many colors was it in the end?
7.
7 colors?
7, I believe, with the base. Something
like
that. So it's going to be complex. That one's like a big ass print. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of ink coverage. So wet on wet steels are going to have to be tight butthole.
I am good at that.
Where do you get your cookie from, Jordan?
Please, Mom. I love her so much. Bro, this is so good. Holy crap.
Yeah, she kills it.
Cheers.
And then you, the job of the century, 800 hats to start you off with.
I'm going to be a master by the end.
You are. You're going to get a lot of practice. You better be able to lift hats by the end.
100%.
Yeah. If not, holy shit.
You're dreaming about those hats.
You're going to have a lot of practice. You're going to be an expert by the end of this.
Yeah, so. You're going to wake up in bed being like,
That's it for today. I'm going to go make some sales, make us all some money, and obviously help with that print job. So that one's going to be, it's going to be hard.
Okay.
I think we'll teach you some process stuff while we're at it. Are you ready? Ready for that?
I was born ready.
Can we I just want to point out that this is one of the few times Lee actually looks short on camera.
This is fucking weird. And now everybody watching that already thinks I'm short. Like, so many people watching this think I'm short in real life for some reason. Yeah. And I'm 6'2", and now we got this tall bastard over here. And had the title. Now it's Brad.
I just keep working my way down.
I just stood up a little bit taller.
Gotta stretch out a bit. All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, team.
Power Rangers, go.
This is our new guy, Brad. We are breaking him in real heavy, real fast because he's been here 3 days now.
Yeah.
Day 3, we're throwing him into an order of 800 hats. So this is going to be a big one, but how do you feel about that? Confident, I hope?
Honestly, yeah. Especially Friday was the first time that we really dove into the hats. A little anxious at first, just given the fact hey, here's this, and you have 800 to do. I'm like, but then after honestly doing, I think we've got 48 of them now.
Yeah, he did like 48.
Feeling actually pretty good. And it's actually not so bad.
He's doing good.
Like it.
He's doing real good. We've been testing our SOPs on him and stuff, and he's been knocking those out, so we know that we're doing a good job on those, and obviously he's smart enough to follow us. So he's a good fit here. And, into the same stuff as us. You play music. We all do. You're into video games. All of us.
Loves butt stuff.
That's just you. Anyway, yeah, so he's going to be our new, hopefully permanent embroidery replacement. Say hello to Brad. Get used to this face.
Plan. Yeah, 100%. Let's go. Let's rock it.
update on the Spider 2. This thing has absolutely been crushing it in the shop so far. We've cut down our setup times by at least half. Our registration is pretty good. We still do have to register some stuff, but it's a lot closer. We've cut down probably like 1 or 2 steps in the registration process, which is awesome. And we've made a little shop improvement to this thing as well. This thing has a touch screen on it, but I mean, Windows, full-blown Windows PC touchscreens, not the greatest. I have one in the house too that I use, and I don't like that one either. It's a little too sensitive. It does have this little trackpad on here, but I mean, when you're trying to do this over and over and over again throughout the day, it becomes a little tedious. So we stuck actually a mouse on this thing. There's a full PC built into it, so we put a little wireless dongle in there, and now we got a mouse on it, and it makes the workflow 10 times easier. So we're almost ready to run this sim process job, but we ran into a little bit of a problem with our flash a week ago. The control board in that thing glitched out somehow. I don't know what the deal was, but the sensor, the temperature probe sensor was not working at all. So because of that, we could not use our good flash last week. We had to use the other flash we have, which is a non-censored flash. And I gotta tell you, that flash is a huge piece of crap. It's terrible. I hate it so much. It was so inconsistent. We could not get that thing to sit where it needed to sit. It would like over flash or under flash. There was no middle ground on that thing. We ended up killing a bunch of sweatshirts by having dye migration. Then we had other issues where it was under flashing stuff. We could not get that thing to work. So I think what I'm gonna have to do next is save my money, spend it, and get on another one of these and get that thing out of here. But for now, we gotta swap out the control board in this thing. Rock was nice enough to send this over and showed up in a couple days, so we'll swap this out and hopefully this fixes the problem. Okay, so we got that. This control board is not for this flash.
No.
Well, it turns on instantly, so that's something.
Yeah. Let's
Put it under something.
I have it set up on printhead 10.
Okay, yeah, we can wheel it out of there real fast. So we got our temp, we got our time, we got bulbs firing on command, as they should be. Awesome. So as long as this probe works, we should be good. Fingers crossed. Cross your fingers, gentlemen. Let's see. This works. Oh, yes.
Beauty.
Oh, we got our flash back.
Come on. Yep. Money.
Oh, I'm so happy not to see that flash for a while.
Yeah.
That dry run flash.
Fucking $5,000 paperweight.
It is.
This
It really
piece of
is.
shit.
Rock, I love everything you make, but that one,
Not it.
that's a swing and a miss on that flash. This thing, golden. So we're gonna get another one of these. Very good. Okay.
Nice.
That'll make this job a little bit fucking easier, and we gotta reprint those 10 hoodies. That's gonna make that better too.
No, yeah.
That's one less thing to be stressed out about today. So we're gonna have Jordan register this whole thing. He's never registered or printed a job of this level before. He's been doing like the one, we've been calling them Tony 2 screens for the last while.
Yep.
2 screen jobs has been his max, and we're gonna
Yep.
set him up on a 7-color sim process.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not nervous at all.
Oh,
It
confident.
might take a little bit, but I'm gonna do it.
That's the confidence I like to hear around here. We're gonna make it very as simple as possible. We're gonna do this thing in 2 rotations because there's a lot of wet on wet printing going on in this thing, and that's wet on wet printing. There's a lot to keep track of, a lot to watch for like ink pickup, palette temperatures, all that type of stuff. So we're gonna do it in 2 rotations to make it maybe as simple as possible for them and just give them less to think about. And yeah, let's see how this goes.
Okay. Cause like even the letters, they look fucking great.
Yeah, it's a little bit off.
But then over there, it's like
So I would still,
way out to lunch.
I would pull this side up a little bit more, And I would drop this side of cunt hair, like a real cunt hair. So like pull the side up a little, that side down a little, and it should rotate itself. We're on the money.
Good?
Yeah, that one's good. All right, so that's one. We got, what is it, 5, 6 more to go?
Yeah.
Keep it going. You're about to break your screen registered record. No longer gonna be Tony 2 screens. You're gonna be fucking Sammy 7 screens. No.
You gonna do it?
No.
No, you fucked it.
It's like fucking glued to the shirt. Look at that. It's taking the whole shirt out of the wallet. Precision work right there. The white actually adds a lot to it.
Of course, there's another fucking print coming through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's sick though.
Yeah, it is actually pretty sweet. I want to see
The yellow in the flames.
The yellow in the flames is kind of
Yep.
gone a little bit. But we should probably do a test print or two and build up the fucking ink on the screens.
Yep.
So, because it will change even more yet, it'll start getting more vibrant and stuff. But that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's sick. I am going to slow the white back down, unfortunately. It's not
Slow
quite,
it back down?
It's not quite clearing in a few spots. It still could be better. The red's still a little bit of a fucking front bag.
It's not sticking though.
Yeah, there's like tiny spots in the red where it's affecting it still. There we go.
What's up, man?
Let's go.
Dan's almost never in the videos. He's the reclusive member of the Rogue Lab team is finally here.
He is real, everyone.
Apparently.
He's a real boy. So something cool happened this morning. Facebook reminded me of this post that I put up 6 years ago. 6 years ago today, I announced that I was going to start my shop, Rogue Lab. And back then, it was nothing. It was nothing but an idea. I didn't have any equipment. I didn't have shit. All I had back then was my tiny little clothing brand that was operating out of a small bedroom in my basement and a tiny little hat heat press in the corner. But I had a vision back then. I had a vision that I would be able to turn that into something much bigger, something that could do screen printing, embroidery, stickers, laser engraving, all the things that we are doing now. And it's just so cool to see, like, looking back on something like that, seeing the goal, seeing the vision, seeing whatever, I had to say back then, and it actually being a reality now. And this all just reminds me to be super grateful for where I am, because a lot of the times I wake up in the morning and I walk into the shop and I'm like, man, I'm not doing enough. I need to be further ahead. I need to have a bigger shop. I need to have more people, more equipment, whatever, more business, and grow this thing. And then I see something like this and I remember, like, what it was like back then in that tiny little bedroom when I had nothing. I had like plastic tables and a shitty metal chair that rearranged my ass bones for the rest of my life because I was working down there so much. And I guess the lesson to be learned from all this is if you have a goal and you're able to put it into a vision and you put in the fucking work, things are going to happen. It's just a matter of who's willing to put in the work, who's willing to put in the time, who's willing to stand in front of the hits when they come to you, and who's willing to get back up after they've knocked you down. And that's definitely something that I'm gonna have to keep reminding myself of along the way, because the hits are not done coming at me. We're still growing, and I can't wait to see what another 6 years is gonna do for this place. You know, when this thing works, it's amazing, but when it doesn't, it can really screw the shop over in a big way, and we've been having that problem more often than not lately. We've been having problems with the plate warping on it. The heat plate, it just has a very hard time staying straight. We've been having problems with the Teflon. I think the Teflon at this point is just done for. It's probably worn out. And I've been waiting for a new Stampinator since the beginning of March, and it is now almost August, and still nothing. So I think I'm gonna have to take this into my own hands, because obviously I can't rely on that new one coming. The heat plate thing, honestly, it is a pain in the ass, but it's not a super big pain in the ass because I can readjust it every couple of months. But the Teflon is a huge issue for us. It doesn't seem to matter how long we stamped this thing for. We stamped it at 1 second, we've stamped it at 10 seconds. It just seems to want to pull that white ink off all the time, and it also tends to pull the shirt with it at times and lift it off, and then registration is out. These things do come with some pretty cheap Teflon on them, so I'm thinking that's the problem. I'm thinking the Teflon just is done for at this point. So I ordered a way higher quality Teflon. It's something that I've used heat pressing in the past, and nothing sticks to this stuff. So I'm hoping I get a roll of this here soon in the next couple of days, and I can fix this, and maybe that'll cure the problem, but we'll see, I guess. Okay, we got one more loaded up on the press for the day. This one is relatively simple. It's another sim process, but it's only 4 colors, so we should get through it pretty easily. Jordan, how are you feeling about sim process printing so far today?
I'm gonna make it my bitch.
Exactly what I want to hear. That one went super smooth, easy, fast. It's hot as hell in here now, but let's go see what little Brad's up to. Past 2 days, new guy Brad has already embroidered like 300 plus hats.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Brad.
You may be the most capable person that has ever come through this door.
Guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. You remember how much you fucked up when you first got here?
Yeah.
This guy comes in, minimal instruction, operates the embroidery machine alone, literally for 2 days, did not ask me a single question except
I got
for when I
talked
ran
to
into
the
thread
thread
once.
half an hour.
Yeah, like almost no instruction. So number one, that shows this guy's smart, got a bright future here. And number two, how easy this TMEZ machine is to operate. Honestly, this just makes it so simple for pretty much anyone to jump in and figure out how to do embroidery. It costs a lot to do so, but it is worth every damn penny. And also, Brad, you are now stuck with me forever, because I don't care. You're not allowed to quit. I'm gonna trap this little fucker here forever.
Let's go.
That looks like a good spot to end it off. We solved a few problems, but we got lots more to go. Make sure you guys click the thumbs up button on this video for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again in the next one.
Jordan, how does it feel to feel tall?
Why, am I taller than Dan?
Oh, probably.
Oh my god, finally! I got a win, finally! Sorry, brother, but
Don't worry about it. I'm very used to it.
all these fucking guys are fucking surrounded by lurches. I told Lee, you gotta strike the iron while it's hot. The video probably won't come out for another 6 months, but you know.
Yeah, it's 69 months, but
69 months, yeah.